Wow, it's been a long wait, huh? Welcome to the Mission 101 podcast. Before we start, just like a normal thing, we're going to start with an opening hymn and an opening prayer. They're just joking.
Yeah.
But anyways, welcome to the Mission 101 podcast where we'll be talking about everything related to missionary work. Our lives on mission, life before mission, and what happens during the mission field. My name is Tawana Shekatsande, and this is my co-host.
I'm Matthew Walter Karibache. Welcome everyone. We're excited.
Yeah, for sure. We are so excited, but we are also here to introduce ourselves and for you guys to know the minds behind the Mission 101 podcast. So, Brother Matthew, how has been life after mission? You've been back for about 3 years now.
Man, time moves so fast, man. And time flew so fast. Yeah, life after mission, man, it's a bit challenging. I wouldn't say it's easy. It's easy, you know how life it is here in Zimbabwe, but I'm still managing. I'm still holding up so well. Yeah, I returned home, I think, about 2 to 3 years ago. I served in Kenya Nairobi Mission. I would say it's the best mission ever. Exact obedience. Bro, it was full of great experiences that I will always treasure it up in my life. You know, the funny thing that I had is that I served under 4 mission president. What? So when I say 4 mission president, I simply mean that I served under 4 different mission cultures.
Yo, so you went for the first one, you had to change. Maybe God said he wasn't good enough. Then you went to the second one, third one, and the fourth one.
You just imagine, bro. You know, I began my mission here in Zimbabwe, a mission with President Makasi, and it was so difficult. I think it was during pandemic, COVID-19, and things were not easy. Everything was just shut down, and we were working online, and I think I served under President Makasi for 2 transfers, and then he finished his mission, and then he went home. And then I get another new mission president, which was President Jed from Utah. And I served under him for about 6 months here in Zimbabwe. I served in Chegu 2, I served in Dangampura 1, and then I received a call, and I got a call from him. He was like, it was during transfer time, and he was like, I have a good news for Elder Karipache, but bad news for President Stad, for President Chad. I mean, he said, your mission president, he wants you to go to your original assignment. I was like, wow. That's when I had to go to my mission, Kenya, Nairobi, and then there it was President Mudleche from South Africa.
Yo. Bro, you're making me feel like my mission experience was boring right now. But anyways, I had President Judge was pretty strict.
Yeah,
How was President Judge?
Yeah, I mean, he was a pretty strict man. He had to change everything. He had to change everything, literally. That's what I can say. We used to have Facebook, man. He took off Facebook. And you only said that you're going to use messengers only on Mondays. I think it was for our benefit, actually, because, you know, Facebook is so destructive in somehow.
Yo. But that was the same experience for me in Uganda. In Uganda, they banned Facebook. Like up to this day, if you go to Uganda, you can't use Facebook straightforward. If you're using Facebook in Uganda, you're breaking the law.
You see now. Like, is it constitution or it's just...
Like, what happened was, I think it was somewhere around the election, and people were talking bad about the president. He was like Mugabe, he has been ruling for a long time. So people started talking bad, then the president just said, non-Ugandan people shouldn't talk about Uganda, so I'm just going to ban Facebook.
Literally.
And that was it.
Man, yeah, same applies on my mission here in Zimbabwe with President Jadi. He had to ban Facebook, and then he said, you are going to use Messenger only on Mondays, only for 2 hours only. Man, and then the rest you have to go to proselyte as well. So you only talk with your family for 2 hours only, and then the rest you are in the field. And it was nice, and I think it was a great experience because we would see that it can shape you to be a better person. I don't think you would be someone else. You know, hanging up on Facebook, scrolling those, watching videos, those reviews is so destructive. As a missionary, you have to be a consecrated missionary.
That's true. So would you say you're a consecrated missionary?
I wouldn't say that I was a consecrated missionary. Because, you know, everyone has got his own weaknesses. But I'm not saying I was super obedient, but I was striving to be obedient each and every day, trying to correct my mistakes each and every day. Getting up at 6:30 every day in the morning is not easy, bro. And asking yourself, what is it that I need to change? You know, the more thing that you need to do is to understand that, am I going to be the same person that I was yesterday?
That's true.
You have to keep changing. If I was someone else yesterday, which means today I have to be someone else as well. Correcting my mistakes and find a way to move forward. Yeah.
That's true. I like what you said about the standards of mission making you better. Because I found myself, like, when I went on mission, I would say I was kind of good with my technology, but I didn't see how bad I was until I got on mission. Because you get to the extent where once you get bored, if you just get bored, everyone just looks at their phone. Or if they get a feeling that they don't want to feel right now, or someone gets them angry, you just look at your phone. And now you're being told we are monitoring your phone usage.
Yeah,
and
man.
You can't do that.
Yeah, audit every day, maybe once a week in district council meeting. Yeah,
that's true. And you learn something that mission also tells you to deal with your emotions rather than just saying, I'll look at my phone and look at Instagram and TikTok Reels or something like that. But also one thing that you mentioned about the mission presidents. One thing that I didn't want at the end of my mission is being able to adjust to another mission president.
Bro,
Man.
I think it wasn't easy. For me, I think you can try to put yourself in the same shoes that I was wearing. You know, each and every mission president has got his own mission culture. So, yes, you might start with him maybe for 1 or 2 transfers, but you'd see as time goes by, things will start to change a little bit. What you used to do with the previous mission president, maybe you'd say, no, what about if we try that way, you see. And I remember when I got to Kenya, my mission president, my third mission president, President Malaysia, he spoke about something that I really like. He said, Ella Karipache, this is Kenya Nairobi mission. It's not a Zimbabwe mission. You know, that small thing that he said, I felt it that there is a lot that is going to change. Because for sure it was Kenya Nairobi mission. It was no longer Zimbabwe mission. That was I was in my orientation meeting. Yeah, my first orientation meeting with him.
Man,
I like that.
I can just feel it bring chills down your spine. He's telling you, this is not this mission. This is now my mission. Damn. Okay. That's cool. But one thing that I started questioning when you talk about consecration and all of that. Now I want to know your conversion story.
Okay, I think it's so funny. It's so funny, bro. You know, the first time that I stepped in the church, it was way back. I think 2011, 2010.
Yo.
And you know, the funny thing that day, it was general conference, and people, they were watching TV. You know, I asked myself, like, what's going on? Why are they watching TV? In other words, you know, in Shona, we would like, what TV I say? Yeah, why are they watching TV?
Yeah.
You know, I had my friends, one of them is in South Africa, and then another one is here in Zimbabwe. Those are the people that introduced me to church, you know. I was so curious, like, why are they watching TV? And it was back then in 2010.
Seeing the prophet on the first day.
Yeah, man. And they'll see, like, all of them, they are white people that they are watching, bro. It's like, damn. And it got into my attention that I was like, no, I'm not going back again. And then, you know, they kept on pushing me. And then I heard that there was going to be a camp I think the first camp that I attended, it was Prince Edward 2012, because I think it was around December when I started going to.
What kind of camp?
I think it was for young men, yeah. I don't remember the theme. I think it was Press Forward. I don't know. It's way back then, yeah. But and then I was like, cool. I would love to join for the camp. And then actually we went to the camp. We enjoyed. And then the following year, got baptized. Now I'm starting going to church. But there are times that I even go late, when less active, you know. But you know, one thing that I've learned about a conversion story is that, you know, it's more like a process.
Yeah.
It's more like a process. It's not something that you could just get up in the morning and say, like, I'm truly converted in the gospel. You know, even John, Christ, he said that, I prayed for thee that when thou converted, you may strengthen thy brethren. Because he knew that he was, after the death of Christ, he was going back again to be a fisherman.
That's true. I almost feel like, I don't know, this is the honest feeling that I used to feel when I was on mission. That most people who were born in the church, who were children of record, I feel like they always felt like they had a boring conversion story than the people that actually joined
Recent
the church.
converts.
No offense to all the children of record, but anyways, that's really my honest feeling. But I like your conversion story. And it's kind of the same as mine, but mine was pretty crazy. I think I was a crazy child. So for me, I started knowing about the church in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. Is it? No, it was around 2011. Yeah, 2011, around the same time as you. But I finally got baptized in 2021.
Man, I think if I want to count from 2009 to 2021, that's like 11 years to 12 years.
Bro.
Were you still investigating the church, bro?
Okay, so sorry to my dad, because I brought him a lot of suffering. But he used to teach me a lot about the church. But for me, I was just ignorant. I didn't want to hear about the church, bro. I still remember him teaching me about the story of Nephi. As a young kid, I was just like, what is this? The only thing that would make me pay attention is maybe because the books had some cartoonish drawings. So I liked cartoons as a young kid. So I would just watch them then. But at the same time, I didn't want to join the church. I was like, nah. I enjoyed the missionaries. I enjoyed everything else, but I just didn't want to get baptized. I don't know why. Yeah. Plus, I used to hear a lot of stories. I think you heard those kind of stories in Kenya.
For sure, yeah, indeed, man.
About people drinking or blood or something like that. But they were all fake. We ended up finding out it's all fake. And I feel like people misunderstand when we are reading the sacrament prayer. We say the blood, right? And maybe people think there's blood under the
the sacrament and so forth. Yeah.
But people
are just people, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting. So now I have another question for you.
Okay.
Now you're baptized. What made you have the desire to finally say, no, I want to serve a mission. I want someone to receive the same blessings that I received from the missionaries.
Growing up, you know, here in Zimbabwe, things are a bit tight and a bit tough, you know, somehow. And when I got baptized to become a full member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I think I started to develop that I would admire sister missionaries, because where I got baptized, it was the sister missionaries area, you know. That served there for
where was that?
It's in Enterprise World Chapel. Yeah, Enterprise World Chapel. And it was for sister missionaries. So I always admired them. I was like, I want to be like them one day. As I was growing up, you know, going to school, finish my high school and all those things. And now attending institute, big shout out to Gogoma Bundu. She's my seminary teacher, man. I really loved her. She helped me a lot in terms of serving, preparing my time to go on a mission as well. You know, back then they used to say that if you don't have a seminary institute certificate, you cannot be able to go on a mission. Even an institute certificate, they get a point that they needed even a diploma in institute as well. And I had all of those things. So I would say shout out to Gogo Mabundu. Yeah, she's the one who was teaching us seminary, even institute as well. Then I got all those certificates, and I remember I started to work in 34 North Greendale with Josephine. Yeah, she's more like my sister. I worked with his husband where I work, and they also helped me as well in terms of preparing my time to go on a mission, and even to share some of their experiences on mission as well. Like, why do we need to serve?
So how long after you being baptized was it now?
I think 7 to 8, 10 years, because from 2011 up to 2021, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's a long. I'll cut it short maybe because it's a long story. But yeah, I started to prepare I developed a desire to go and serve, and I worked with the sister missionaries for a very, very long time after my high school, and they encouraged me to go and serve. And then I also developed a desire as well to go and serve. I was like, I want to be like them one day. And then, finally, I applied my mission, my application to go on a mission. And it took so long. These days, bro, if you put it on papers, it took like 2 weeks, I think they called me out. And I waited, I think, for about 3 months, bro. I remember I was just even a bit chilled at home, and then the bishop was like, did you check your emails? Like, nah, I don't even have data to check my emails. And then it's like, your call is out, but you need to log in, and then you can see where you're going to serve. Even me, I'm not even aware. But he knew that I was going to serve in Kenya.
But that's what I wanted to ask. Do you think the bishops know where you're going to serve before you know you're going to serve?
I think so, bro. I think so. Because I think that call, it comes through the stake president, and then the stake president to the bishop. I don't know.
Maybe they know.
I think they know. It's a question, brothers and sisters. That's a question for sure. We want to know if the bishop knows the cause first before the individual. Yeah. I was able to receive my call, and then I started my preparation, and I did so well in terms of preparing to go and serve, and I loved my mission, and my experiences on mission. It's something that I really love a lot. I think it's the best 2 years, best decision that I've made.
That's true. Because I feel like mission it's not enjoyable. Someone told me something before I left for my mission. They told me that
I think it's me.
No, it was one of the missionaries that finally made me want to go on mission.
Yeah,
because I pretty much convinced someone called Panashe Chiwayi to not go on mission.
Bro, that guy, I love him. Shout out to Panashe Chiwayi.
But you guys will get to know him in the next episode.
But anyways,
so he told me something that was very interesting. He told me there's a difference between joy and enjoying. And he was saying that enjoying is you being pleasured by something. But having joy, it's something that is long lasting. Because enjoying is just short thing. Even in life, you can't enjoy for the whole time. Even if you go to a party, you can't enjoy the whole time. At the end, you're going to start feeling like, I just need to go home. Yeah. So that's something that stuck with me. And I ended up finding out that mission is not enjoyable, but it's worth it. It's worth your time. It's worth the skills that you're going to learn there. Because there's a lot of things that I'm not going to be prideful. I'm just going to say, I feel like there are things that I learned that some people that I left or my friends didn't learn. And it just separates you from the crowd. Even though you won't admit it because you don't want to be prideful. Yes, I still talk to my old friends, but you can notice the small differences from
the standards. I think,
quite you can say standards. That's a good word. That's a good word. But I also got the same issue, the same situation where someone had to make me want to go on mission because I had a lot of questions of like
Yeah.
2 years just to go and I started hearing about a bunch of rules that are on mission. I was like, what if I just stay at home
At
and
home,
have my
man.
freedom? And a lot of people made that same decision, but I ended up just deciding to go, and I learned a lot from it. But yeah, it was a great experience. Shout out to President Matamera. You made me go through a rough patch, but it was worth it.
It was worth it. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Some experiences are worth to be shared with the close ones. But yeah, I enjoyed my mission.
Oh, that's nice, man. I think even me as well. Maybe after mission now yes, I laughed. You know, I was so excited, like I'm going home. Wow! But the same question was like, what am I going to do after mission? I think
That's
it's
a big question.
it's when you are still there, you'll be asking yourself, what am I going to do?
But before you go there, I want to ask you something. Why was your adjustment back home hard or it was just easy?
After my mission, no, it was a bit. I remember my first day, bro. I wouldn't say there was this girl. I'm not going to mention her name. We were working together. I felt so weird when I was working with her. I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. I need my companion. Where is my companion? Because it was so weird. Yeah, I got to a point I even look for my name tags, and then my heart would start to beat, bro.
Now you're making me feel like I was disobedient, bro.
Yeah, man, because I was used to be with my companion every time. We would go everywhere, not even hanging around with the girls, all those things. And I think that first day we were going to Kuma shops, Kuma Grocer to buy some stuff there for dinner. And I was like, no, this is wrong. I'm not doing the right thing here. But later on, I've realized that it's finished. It's done like that.
How long did that feeling last for?
I think maybe my first 3 weeks after my mission, and then it started to fade up, and then boom, yeah. But it was something else. I felt it several times. I was like, where's my companion? Where's my name tags? I remember even my first Sunday when I was dressing up to go to church, I was like, I wanted to put my name tag for sure.
That one got me.
And I ended up coming with it in my pocket. My name tag, yeah. Yeah, I had it in my pocket.
That's crazy. Because if for me, every time I would wear a white shirt, I would start feeling like there's something missing because I was always used to putting on my tag. But in terms of what you mentioned about working with girls, for me, it wasn't weird because most of my mission, I was in sisters.
Oh, you were surrounded with sister missionaries. Is it sister missionaries? Right,
Okay. Let's just say, okay, I was a good missionary, but there were some baddies on mission. I'm not gonna lie. But it didn't freak me out when I finished my mission because I was just like, we used to do it sometimes. But just some things, they feel off.
Okay. Yeah.
I understand.
I love that. So yeah, after mission, I got home. I started to look for a job. I enrolled myself in BYU Pathway. Brothers and sisters, BYU Pathway, I think it's one of the things that our Heavenly Father, it's a blessing that we have. I think that's one thing that makes our church so unique, bro.
That's true.
You cannot have something that you're going to do after mission, but at least enroll in BYU Pathway. It can help you. And while you are thinking from other plans to do as well. Get yourself educated, get a job,
Yeah.
Go to a couple of dates.
I like what you mentioned about BYU. For me, BYU, I finished my pathway before I went on mission. And when I came back, Man, that's one thing about mission. You get a lot of time to think about your life and think about the decisions that you were making before your mission and start to revise on what you should do. And once I came back, I didn't even look at BYU. I was like, no,
I'm not going to
back. We're not going back there. But yeah, that's true. If you're still trying to figure out, BYU will be a good start. But also, to those who are still planning to go on mission, also think about what you're going to do afterwards. Don't think about it when you're 3 months to go.
It's so stressing. Yeah.
I heard of a story of a guy. He was training another missionary, and he was in his 12 weeks. So this missionary, he was now telling me that my father, my trainer, used to cry at night.
Oh, really?
Like he would wake up at night and just start crying.
What am I going to do after mission?
Yeah. And you are still in your training, you start asking yourself, like, why is this guy crying? He's about to go home. And he ended up finding out that his trainer ended up just going less active afterwards.
Oh, really? That's so. Yeah, that's so.
Because he kept checking up on him. But that's something that you should think about. Yeah, when you're still in the process. But yeah, that's the gift of mission. It's really powerful.
I think mission is wow. I would say hakuna life yakadaro. You never experience the same life, that life even after mission. It's bro. Yeah, but there are things that you are going to learn there that you can even apply. Even some of the things, that you experience on your time on mission, even after you're off on mission as well. Those experiences still come, and you can be able to know how to overcome them as well. There you don't have mom, you don't have dad, you are everything. Even it prepares you as well to be a better husband, even a better wife as well. Because
that's true.
There are so many things that you would love and even learn there. And some of those things we are still experiencing them down after mission. Just imagine it's been 3 years after my mission. And it's nice.
3 years.
It's nice.
And for me, it's been
6 months?
Not even 6 months, bro. I came back in July.
You came back in July.
Wait,
So-
that's
5 months.
5 months?
That's 5 months.
Yo.
Oh, that's
yo,
nice.
crazy.
That's crazy. But I think you have experienced a lot in that period, that small period, eh?
Yeah, I experienced a lot, but you can start to see the difference between mission life and life after mission. Because I used to hear that life after mission is hard, it's different. I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's definitely different because there are a lot of privileges that you get on mission that you start to see that, okay, this is what it feels like to be an adult. Yeah, but yeah, it was great. But let's talk about the spiritual part. The spiritual
part.
For me personally, I've been trying. I'm trying my level best. I can't say I'm perfect, but on the spiritual side, like reading scriptures and all of that, I'm trying my very best.
Yeah, I think,
What about you?
Great question, actually. The spiritual part is the most important thing, I think, after mission. I think most of the returned missionaries, we struggle a lot in terms of reading the scriptures after mission. But when we are there, we are always encouraged to reading the scriptures every day, maybe listen to talks, 1 or 2 talks per day, But because you are now trying to make dollar out of 50 cents per Harare, and maybe probably you are tired, you want to rest, you want to look for money, you want to look for something that can support yourself. Maybe I'm a bachelor, I'm renting, I need all those things. But one thing that I always love about general conference, is that each and every general conference, I can relate and reflect some of the things that I'm struggling with, and I would receive counsel in general conference. And you never give the Lord spare time. No matter in which circumstance, never give the Lord spare time. There is no exception, Tower.
That is true. Right now, you're making me feel guilty. Right? But anyways,
Never give the Lord spare time. Yeah, I'm doing my level best. I'm trying by all means, I work, I think, it's 8 hours per day. It's not something which is easy. I think even at mission, we used to work like how many hours? You go to the area at 10 maybe. In my mission, we used to go to the area at 10. And then working, I think, 9 hours at mission. Yeah, 9 hours at mission. But now I'm working 8 hours. So
if you're a consecrated missionary, you're working 9 hours.
yeah. You would have done
yeah.
some other lessons.
Yeah, but anyways, you can continue.
So I think, those 9 hours on mission, now I'm working 8 hours because of my nature of my job, it requires me to work 8 hours. So you'd see that 9 hours on mission, now I'm working 8 hours here back at home. It's quite easy for me to adjust because I've already worked 9 hours.
9 hours.
So you see the experience now. It's some of the experience. It's an experience that I've already had there, and now I'm also doing it now. So it's quite easy for me now to wake up at 6:30 and prepare myself and then go to work again, because I've also wake up at 6:30 for 2 consecutive years. And now talking about the spiritual side, with the counsel that we receive from our leaders of the church, I always make sure that when I'm going to work, it might be when I'm on PM shift or even morning shift, when I'm sitting in a combi, I put on my headphones and then I play a talk, and then I would also even reading as well. When I felt like, this is so applicable, and then I can highlight it, and then maybe later on I can read it.
Yeah, that's true. Because I feel like for you to feel more connected, I think listening will be better than just reading. Because reading feels more like, it feels laborious to just hold the book and start trying to read. Rather than just putting on your phones and
listening.
Yeah, already.
I always love that when I get in a combi, I would holding my dollar, and then ndogaranda topa conductor mariake. So that and then I would sit in a city and simudzwe. These combis these days, this mushika. I would look for that suitable car that vehicle. No, I need to get in this combi, and then I would sit side up so that no one can disturb me. And then and then I would put on my headphones or even my earphones. And then I start to play my talks. And then I would also highlighting some of the things that I've loved there and pick up. Then later on now, I'll start to ponder about it. And I think it has been helping me now a lot, especially when I'm on morning shift. I always do that.
Okay, that's
and when you're reading the scriptures here back at home, studying the scriptures is not about you reading 2 or 5 chapters per day. Maybe if it's a 1 chapter, what is it that you have learned? What is it that you are going to do?
Even I heard something like, just read 1 verse. I was hearing someone who was telling me they were like, at least just read 1 verse.
At least, yeah.
You will learn something from it, rather than just saying, chapter, then you just you'll be like, I'm feeling lazy today, I don't want to read.
Yeah.
But just read something small. It will be very good. I think that's a lesson that I'm also learning myself, because I'm pretty bad at it right now. But that's true. That's true. Thank you for sharing that. But I don't know, life after mission is a different kind of beast to deal with. Especially, I used to hear missionaries saying, you can still study, you're doing it on mission for a long time, so you can just do it. But it's different. I can tell you that it's different.
It's different, yeah.
But it's something that you can deal with if you are really dedicated, if you really digested the things that you learned on mission. But I don't know if you have any questions.
For now I'm good. But I think the most expecting thing for returned missionaries is to get married.
That's true.
Tao, are you seeing someone now?
Okay. So, about the dating part. Okay. So, for me personally, I was seeing someone. We're dating for about 2 years. And I just had to walk away.
Why did you walk away?
Man, okay. So, what ended up making me walk away was, hey, man, it's still fresh. It's a fresh wound. But I felt like I needed there are some things that I wasn't sure about.
Okay. Was she a member or she was a non-member?
She was a member. Obviously,
Members,
are
yeah,
the ones
I like that, man. Keep up.
Well, that was my first member girlfriend. But anyways, I just feel I was not sure about some things, and I ended up starting making a doubt the
With the one that you
the
went.
interaction and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
What about you? You are Mr.
Man. So, brothers and sisters, before I answer him, you can tell he's not seeing anyone right now. So, if you want, throw your rod, your fish rod,
Please don't bring your heart.
All right. So as for me, I think, wow, bro, I love that girl wholeheartedly.
But before he continues, I'm a certified lover boy, by the way. I'm not that kind. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
She's very nice. She's so nice, bro. She's so nice.
I hope she's tuned into this one.
Yeah, I'm sure maybe she's gonna watch. Actually, we will invite her one of the days in the podcast, and then you can get to know her. I don't know if you'd love to come to the interview.
For
though.
sure.
But I would. I don't know. Maybe you can interview her. COE.
No problem.
Maybe
I'll try to be as professional as possible.
Okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm seeing someone. I'm not going to mention the name, but I'm in a relationship.
But I haven't met her though.
You will definitely meet her one of the days. Right now, she's out of the country, but she will return, I think, in a couple of weeks coming.
How long has this been going on?
Whew. Bro, it's a long story if I want to tell you something. That girl never responded she never responded my DM, bro. At first, she never. But I knew that she's going to be mine. The more she was hard to get, the more that I felt it like, no, she is the one.
You're a patient man.
I was patient, man, because I wanted it to be mine. I think now I would say maybe a year.
Okay.
A year, 6 months, yeah. We started actually to date maybe, I would say, a year now.
Would you still call it dating or courtship?
Nah, I don't think it's dating anymore. Because, after dating, there is courtship. So I'd say maybe we are dating for courtship, yeah.
Now you're bringing into another question. Okay, at what point do you differentiate between courtship and dating?
Okay, so, yeah. I think dating is more like getting to know each other. If I would want to know someone, I would take her for a date. And then maybe we are just talking, getting to know each other. Who are you? And what are some of the things that you like? And see if we can find something in common. Maybe if there is that mutual thing or that chemistry, maybe you can ending up in a relationship. Yeah. So for me, I wouldn't say I'm dating. I'm not dating.
So at what point would you say, right, this is where we cut off the line
of dating?
Yeah, we are now in a courtship.
That chemistry. That spark.
What chemistry? Because
I can, yeah.
At first, there's that chemistry, that honeymoon phase, and we all feel it. But you get to know each other. But for me, I'm not yet satisfied with your answer. Maybe you can try to explain.
Okay. All right. So I would say maybe when you get that point that, you have seen some quantities like she likes this and I like this, and then you try to put it in try to put it in the same plate. And then
do you think there should be a mutual agreement to say, now it's not about dating anymore?
Yeah.
Or it's just a feeling that comes?
Sometimes I think it can just do it on itself. You'd find yourself falling in love with someone. Love, it's... love, do you know love at first sight?
Okay, that topic I don't know. For me personally,
Okay, that topic, guys, tell us more in the comment section. What do you think about
yeah. Because also, can someone please define the word love?
love?
'Cause
We want to know what is love, guys.
what is love?
Yeah, help us to understand what is love.
Because when you say love at first sight, yes, it can be true, but I've been in situations where, but what I've seen is sometimes you can say it's love at first sight, then you talk to someone, then you're like, who are you? You start questioning, was this really love or it was just something else? So that's why I'm trying to.
Do you want to understand?
To
what is-
understand.
Yeah, maybe they can help us
Then
in the
you
comments.
can help us in the
In
comment
the
section.
comment section.
But yeah, I'm glad that you're in love.
I love my woman. I love her so much.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I love when people are in love. Now I want to meet her.
Maybe you meet her, don't worry.
How did you convert this player? Because when I left this guy for my mission, he was a player, and now he's a
Yeah, I'm straight.
lover boy
a lover
like
boy.
me,
Yeah.
a certified lover boy.
I was a player indeed. You know, when you find someone that you want, you know, you have to take off all those nonsense things and then focus with what matter the most. I think that's the basic thing. But I'm seeing someone right now. I'm not single, brothers and sisters. I'm not.
Why are you mentioning the brothers? The brothers can deal with the brothers. The brothers just say sisters.
Sisters.
But anyway, anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think that's all for about myself. I don't know if you have anything else. I think we are managing after mission.
Yeah, we are still figuring things out. And this is the pilot episode of Mission 101 podcast. We'll see you guys on the second episode. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you so much for watching. Signing out.